بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعليه أفضل الصلاة والتسليم. Hello everyone, I'm Ammar Alsefri and I will give you a brief summary about CT scan along with my friend Samman. We will present an introduction including the history of invention and device rank. Then we will move to the operation and the process of operation, targeted area and duration, results and examination. Then we will move to the features. After that we will talk about installations and the steps of installation, and finally the maintenance procedures. CT scan or computed tomography ranks as one of the top 5 medical developments in the last 50 years, according to most medical surveys. Godfrey Hounsfield and Alan Cormack, the British engineer and the South Africa physicist, they are the ones who was invented the computed tomography in 1972. They have deserved the Nobel Peace Prize for their contributions to medicine and science. The first installation for the city was between 1974 and 1976. At first, the systems were made for head imaging only. Then the whole body systems were added in 1976. And in about 1980, the CT have become widely available.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ammar, and I'll be continuing my friend Ammar presentation, which is about CT scan. Starting with operational. Operational has three different parts: process, targeting area, duration, result, and implementation. So in terms of the processing, it's starting with the patient. The patient must be prepared before entering a CT scan. The first step is very important before entering the CT scan X-ray is the patient must be trained or given a special drink, which called oral consult, is to help to see what exactly inside the body. After the patient being given a drink, we'll move into the CT, to the examining area. The CT scan device, it's combined of two medical devices, a bed and the rotation area where the bed moving forward and the body being scanned all over the body. How the X-ray is going to be happened? There are special digital X-ray detectors located directly opposite of the X-ray source. So the X-ray source passes through the patient body to collect all the data needed, and then it's been transmitted to the computer. So once the body is moving forward inside the tunnel, which is a big circle, and the body been going to be scanned with the special digital detector. After being scanned and the data been transmitted to the computer, image will be displayed. And there are so many options in CT scan device can be used or applied in terms of combining those results. Picture can display in two-dimensional or separate form, or all pictures can be connected or stick together, and then can be generate a three-dimensional structure. The three-dimensional structure to help the monitor for the treatment. Targeting targeting area. The purpose of having a CT scan is to help detecting what is inside the body that normal X-ray cannot determine. such as bones, tissue, and joints. Those areas that CT scan are able to target other than better than normal X-ray. Duration and result examination. Usually, it takes from 12 to 24 hours. It depends what exactly the patient is going through, what the medical condition of the patient is going through, and the result will be given right away. Thank you. We're moving next to the feature of CT scan. Featuring of CT scan. CT scan or CT image are more detailed than conventional X-ray image. Can reveal bone, soft tissue, and organs. Conventional X-ray is used to fix tubes that sends an X-ray in one direction. However, one of the most important elements or feature of having a CT scan is that it uses motorized X-ray source that shoot narrow or beam of the X-ray as it rotates around the patient. Also, as we can see here, it detects complex bone fracture. It helps detecting change in a medical condition. It helps locating timber or blood clots. It may be used as a guided treatment procedure. It helps detecting whether the surgery is necessary or not, because we can see exactly what's inside the body. Reducing the length of the patient hospitalization. Those are the features of the CT scan. Moving on to the advantages of CT scan. We have listed a couple of advantages over here, starting with accurate the image, and the information are provided are very clear and specific and much accurate than conventional X-ray. Images can be taken as image or small portion or the whole body. And of course, having those pictures can be assembled or stick together or attached together to have a 2D dimensional or 3D structure, which will give us or give to the surgeon or to the monitor a clear idea or a plan if this patient needs a surgery or not. And also it helps in terms of treatment. Moving on to installation and maintenance. Starting with steps of installation. Most of medical devices been shipped widely, and while shipping from the origin, the assembling won't be so much complicated. For example, CT scan, when it's shipped widely or been received to the hospital or clinic or any place that's up for those medical devices, it will become in two different parts: motorized bed and the head or the face of the CT scan. So those two different parts for a sample, it's easy to do an installation via in hospital, and the guidelines will be provided. So we only have to assemble and attach the motorized bed to the head of or the face of the CT scan, to the head of the CT scan. In terms of the maintenance procedure, those medical devices are so expensive and it's so costly. Hospitals run and schedule or plan services for those kind of medical. Starting with a range of 2 weeks to a month or 4 months to 6 months been checked. Most important elements that must be checked: motors, the rotation, sensors, and also the electronic elements, to make sure that the device will be run in the best quality and give the maximum of it. Thank you. Thank you for listening, and hope you enjoyed our presentation, which is about CT scan. We did learn a lot after doing research, and more information will be given on our final report based on CT scan project. Thank you for listening.